Well, hello everyone. Welcome in. I'm Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind, and tonight is Tuesday edition. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for joining me. I see Rita and Chloe have checked into the chat. Thank you so much for checking in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me, please. I appreciate it. So we have a winner on our vote. You guys voted. So you guys will be seeing Yuletide Sampler coming up starting in September, okay? So if you want to get the Yuletide Sampler 2 pattern and go along with us, if you want to sew along with this pattern, I will have more information up probably on the community tab right after this live tonight. Welcome in, Judy. Glad you're here. So Yuletide Sampler 2 is the pattern that I'm going to be working with starting in September. I am holding back some of the surprises that are coming along with this pattern. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun, guys. We're gonna have some fun. So there's a lot of cool blocks in here. It is a 12-month block of the month style program. Am I gonna do it that way? I guess you guys will have to wait and see. But there's going to be a lot of surprises that come along with this. So this is something you will want to keep in mind. Coming up in September, you will see more about it. Welcome in, Amanda. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. And tonight, guys, I am Wednesday Addams. I know I'm a day early for Wednesday, but you know, I am Wednesday Addams today. I pushed myself. I pushed myself a lot yesterday. I actually almost collapsed. So we're taking it easy today. Yes, Yuletide Sampler 2-1. I'm so excited. I know Kathy was really rooting for Yuletide Sampler because every time I brought up the vote, she was like, guys, just choose Yuletide Sampler. Just choose Yuletide Sampler. It's the one I want. So, Yuletide Sampler 1. Welcome in, Debbie. Glad you're here. Yes, Rita, I am trying to be careful. So, all right, so here's the deal. It is really incredibly hard for me to prioritize different parts of my life. And this is just me being real with you guys. So, focusing on quilting is one thing, but household maintenance and all of these other things, I work them in eventually, but they don't work them in like I should, the way that I should. So vacuuming and shampooing the carpets, that of course, back burner. When do we actually have time to do that? And with Mr. Siberian Wind and I, like moving things around, we have not. Okay, let me put it this way. My studio, when it was in the small room, took up the small room. And there really wasn't a lot of floor space available to vacuum or whatever. But I did vacuum. And we've got a Roomba, so, we should be running it every day or every other day. But then, of course, what happens if it catches on fire? All of these stresses that you can come up with, they're here. They're here. So while Mr. Siberian Wind has been out of town, I have taken it as an opportunity that, you know what? I can move everything out of the way, and he won't mind that I moved everything out of the way, and I can vacuum, and I can shampoo the carpets. And I've pushed myself doing that. So I'm paying for it. The carpets have been shampooed. Do I feel like they're as clean as they need to be? No, I don't. But they're as clean as they can get right now. I'm going to have to give myself until next month before I do this again. And I'm going to have help then. So it's me. I've done it to myself. Rita she says, be careful. And then she says, then again, maybe I do not have room to talk. I do the same thing. What I had to do is say me before house cleaning. Yeah, exactly. So Well, I don't normally do this, Rita. I don't normally do this. Like last year when Mr. Siberian Wind went out of town, I did not go and deep clean everything. Um, so the entire time Mr. Siberian Wind and I have been married, when it comes to moving, and we're not moving, so please don't panic, but every time we have moved, I have been the one responsible for the move out clean because Mr. Siberian Wind would just go, they can keep our deposit. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't play that way. So I deep clean and I know how to deep clean, but it takes everything that I have. Like I can't plan to do anything else the same day. And what did I do? I plan to do other things the same day. So it's on me. It's my fault. So I'm taking it easy today. I am sewing. I am back to sewing. I'm going to sew the pigs tonight. So yeah, we're going to do it that way. We sewed I sewed on these with Sean over here on Sunday, and my first pig got done and was completely done, but I got 3 more to do. So that's what I'm going to work on tonight while we chit chat. Yes, live and learn. It does happen, Chloe. It does. And it happens repeatedly because the phrase, I don't do something once. I do something 3 or 4 or 5 times just to make sure that the answer was the same. Yeah, that's me. That is me. Regrettably, that is me. But that is entirely me. So I'm going to sew on these while we chat. So everybody the votes were in that Yuletide Sampler 2 got the most votes. So just for me to go to a store even for 30 minutes, yes, I understand that. Today, actually, I did go to 3 places. I went to the UPS store, to Home Depot, and to Walmart. Welcome in, Gladys. Glad you're here. But every store that I went into, I did use a cart, like one of the rolly carts, except for Home Depot, or except for except for the UPS store. Everywhere else, I used one of the carts. Welcome in, Susan. Glad you're here. Judy says that I can work on this, and she'll continue with the Wild West PMQ. Absolutely, I like that plan. I like that plan a lot. And Susan, don't worry. She says she totally forgot. That's okay. So Teresa Louise also went live tonight. So yeah, we'll see. How many people get over here or how many hang out with her, which is fine. I totally understand. And she was live before me, so this is just my normal time. That's all. So starting in September, when we do our little revamp and get all the other projects going, and I've got my schedule set and everything else, I may adjust some times on you guys. So I am still planning to keep Tuesday nights, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it at 6 or if I'm going to move it up by 30 minutes to like 5:30. You were over at Teresa's and jumped over here. Awesome. I feel bad that she was live and then I'm jumping on and going live, but this is my normal. I am always live on Tuesday nights at 6 right now. So I don't know if I should, when I do the schedule revamp in September, I don't know if I should go earlier, or if I should go later. You guys tell me what works. Is this time absolutely perfect? Would it be better if I went a little earlier? Would it be better if I went a little later? And then the other thing is I'm going to drop Thursday nights, I think. Thursdays aren't working as well as I would like, just because other people are also going live on Thursday nights. So I'm thinking that maybe going Friday nights or maybe every other Friday. You guys can tell me what you think would work. Rita says that she caught the very end of it and went, well, I'll have to watch it not live. I understand that. I understand that. So, what all have you been up to this week, guys? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? What have you been working on? Have you made any progress? Like, have you gotten things accomplished? Do you feel accomplished? Feeling accomplished is sometimes half the battle. Sometimes half the battle. Because, I mean, you can feel accomplished even if you didn't actually do much. Susan says she was watching Leverage on Amazon Prime. Episode ended and saw the notification. Oh, perfect timing then. Perfect timing, because I haven't been live that long. So that's not bad. I have not seen Leverage yet. It was really weird. So last night over at Williams, I didn't get in front of the camera. I also got caught out in a rainstorm yesterday with my electric wheelchair. So that contributed a little bit to me not feeling that great today. But I was over at Williams and they were talking about, or at some point it got brought up that, shows took a hiatus and weren't, people don't know if they really want to watch them when they come back. And somebody mentioned Game of Thrones. Oh, guys, I loved Game of Thrones. Loved it. What notification? Oh, okay. Just absolutely loved Game of Thrones. And I am getting so many YouTube shorts from Game of Thrones. Like just little excerpts from Game of Thrones. Just all over my newsfeed. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Let's see. Rita says still only up to 4'8". All right. Who you been talking to? It's Kennedy does that to me too. She said, could not resist. Yes, I accomplished sewing a bunch of crumbs together. Oh, making a tiered skirt. That's exciting. You're catching the clothing bug, huh? You're wanting to sew clothes now. Susan finished the top of her traveling through and layered it, spray basted and started hand quilting. Ah, fantastic. Oh, for people to give you ideas on how to quilt it. Yeah. I have not even really been on Facebook much today. I've been kind of out of it, guys. I've been kind of out of it. That's what overdoing it will do. Just kind of getting out of it. I still have floors to mop and sweep and mop. And then I can put things back to where they're supposed to go. And then a couple of little projects we've got to do. So some of those might wait until Mr. Siberian Wind is back. Just depends on how I feel. Not really, just need some new clothes. Tired of repairing what I have. I hate clothes. You and me both, Rita. I despise clothes shopping. So I went in. I needed clothes because my clothes are falling off of me. And so I needed new clothes and went in and I tried on, oh my gosh, I think 6 pairs of shorts, something like that. And there were like 3 pairs that I wasn't like, 2 pairs I decided, I was like, these don't fit. Let me get the next size up and I'll try them on at home. One of those pairs actually fit. The other pair I took back to Walmart today. Let's see. I was given great ideas. Ordered cookie cutters to trace around. Oh, that's a great idea. I like that idea. Welcome in, Katie. Thank you, Katie. She says y'all hit that thumbs up button. Yes, please do, guys. It really does help the channel. It really does. So I am sewing pig snouts at the moment. I'm trimming pig snouts at the moment. We're going to press these out. And then I should be able to attach the side pieces. I don't know. We're going to see what I can do. I still have the feet to do. I was wondering what I have all these pieces over here for still. I was wondering. So yeah, we're going to be doing Yuletide Sampler starting in September. And I have a couple of other projects you guys haven't seen or that we haven't worked on in a while. And so we're going to revamp the schedule a little bit going into September. And we're going to bring back some of the projects that I have not been working on that you guys liked. And we'll continue working on them, getting them done, getting them accomplished. I guess here's a question. Do any of you remember a project that I've pulled out and I have not finished working on? Let's see. Rita says she has the issue of massive weight loss. Her doctor's not happy, so nothing fits. So redoing my pants to be so that using the top of the pants and sewing a skirt to the bottom. Yeah, absolutely. Please do, Susan. She says she's going to post a pic for show and tell when she's finished quilting it and has it bound. Yeah, show and tell is coming up, guys. Oh, please don't tell me I didn't hit the wrong button. Okay. We have 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So not this upcoming Tuesday, but the next Tuesday is the 1st of July. Oh, the temperature quilt. Yes. Susan and Rayanne. Welcome in, Rayanne. Sparkle is actually done. Sparkle is waiting to be quilted. So, good guess, though. Good guess. Sparkle is waiting to be quilted. She is down. She's not the bottom one in the stack, but she's the next to bottom one in the stack. Yeah, so the temperature quilt, yeah, I do need to work on it quite a bit. I've got a lot of catching up to do on it. I've not worked on it as much as I should. So the temperature quilt is definitely going into rotation. Yes, Sew and Tell is on your birthday, Susan. So you can come and hang out and see all the pretty things. Why does this not feel right? Oh, okay. I got more pieces to add, guys, I think. Yes, I got more pieces to add. I was like, wait a minute. Why is this not seeming right? It's not right yet. So, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't believe we are almost halfway through the year. July 1st is the official start of the second half of the year. So I have got also to decide what quilt I'm going to enter in the state fair. Let's see, the one that I was looking for, I may have missed it, but it was right after you did the fire candy corn one. What colors was in it? Because the fire / candy corn one is not completely ready to quilt yet. I was gonna add another border or something to it. I haven't decided what I'm adding to it yet. So that one's still pending. I could quilt it as is. It was brown. All right, guys. Anybody else remember after the candy corn one, there was one with browns that I was working on. And I don't know what it was. Let's see. It had lots of brown. The candy corn has the browns and the waves. The candy corn does have brown and waves. Oh. I don't know if Star Systems is good enough for it. I'm definitely going to have to put in some major quilting time for it to be show worthy. Because I think that without doing the proper quilting on it, it's not going to look right. And it's probably going to take me a couple of weeks to quilt it. And let's see, the fair is, I will probably have to have it there by August 9th. So maybe if I do it after Christmas in July and start immediately on it, maybe I would be able to have time to get it quilted, because it's going to take a lot of work to quilt Star Systems. I would be good, though. I would be good. I could potentially make Star Systems next year's show quilt, too. So that might be an option, too. Rita says she's going to go try to figure out which one. Yeah. The candy corn one, the Sedona Sunset is what we were calling it. That's what we were calling it. Um, that one, um, you know what, guys? If I quilt it just right, I could enter the show sample or the sample for the tempter rings. I could enter that one if I can get it quilted properly. I think that's going to be kind of the case with all of them, is that I got to get it quilted properly. Because otherwise it won't look right. I got to get it done right. So, who else has a fair that they're going to enter? Who else is entering a fair? Or who else has a quilt show they're going to enter? And when is it? When are you entering a quilt show next? I know not everybody is up for entering quilt shows, but if it's low cost to enter, then it doesn't hurt to enter because you're getting feedback from judges on, what they think you need to improve on. And that feedback can be crucial. Susan has 3 quilts entered in the Washington State Fair. She has 3 that are ready for county and regional fairs. Oh, fantastic. Now, are they the same 3? You got 3 in one and then 3 in the other? Or the same 3 are entered in both? Or you got 6 total quilts that we're talking about? Because that's crazy industrious, Susan. I'm very jealous. You've gotten a lot of quilting done. I need to be more industrious and get more quilting done. I have not quilted that Quilt of Valor, guys. It is still sitting on the frame. I took yesterday to shampoo the carpets, and the quilting did not get done. No Browns has red, pink, and white. Okay, that one, I still haven't done it, but I do have the fabrics pulled out for it. So yes, that one can be up as well. So we've got temperature rings. We've got the pink quilt. So those are the ones you guys are remembering so far. Amanda says she's not sure she's ready for someone to judge my quilts. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's why I recommend that you enter quilt shows. And it's not because your quilts are perfect, okay? Mine aren't. I can guarantee you mine are not perfect. The one that I thought was the most perfect quilt, it's been washed many times before it was entered in the show, so they judged it based off of how it looks now that it's been washed and used for a bit. So their judging was still helpful, even though I kind of felt bummed that they really weren't getting to see it at its best. Let's see. Judy says she always has a mistake or two on my quilt, so I don't think I'm ready to. Okay. So the Amish intentionally put a mistake in each one of their quilts because nobody is perfect. And, it follows with their religion, their religious practices. So they put a mistake or two in each quilt. They put at least one mistake in each quilt so that they can say that they are being humble and not, trying to be absolutely perfect. And if you don't have a mistake in your quilt, then you might need somebody else to look at it just to make sure. So it is fine to have a mistake or two in each of your quilts. Rita is a detective. Yes, she is. She's looking for something and happened to find it like a week ago. Oh, yeah. They call not mistakes, but imperfections. Yes. So nothing that the Amish make is perfect. So if we put our quilt on a pedestal of I can only enter it if it's perfect, then you will never enter a quilt show ever. You will never enter any fair. You will never enter any judging whatsoever, because you are putting that unrealistic expectation on yourself. And that's not fun. That's not fun. So here's why I recommend that you enter the quilt shows. Even if you know that you have 3 mistakes in this particular quilt and you're not sure how you feel about the quilting job. And then the binding at this one spot just did not lay as flat as you thought it should and like it did everywhere else. Enter that quilt. The reason is you're seeing those mistakes, but you can't step back. You can't objectively step back from your quilt far enough to see what anyone else sees. So just like if you were to talk to your children, and this can be human children, this could be fur baby children, whichever. If you looked at your children and you said, you're not worthy because you're not perfect, then your children would forever feel doomed and unloved and everything else. So even though you are seeing these imperfections in your quilt because they're your work, they're an embodiment of you, if you don't ever let go and go, I want to see what someone else thinks about this, then you'll never grow as a quilter. You will always nitpick all of your imperfections and you'll never learn which ones aren't that big of a deal. Because some of them are a big deal, some of them aren't. But you'll never learn what the judge is going to say about it until you try. And remember, everything that the judge says on that form, or if you get to go to a live judging, whatever that judge says is that judge's opinion on that particular day. So your quilt may not get a first prize. It may not even get third place. I have a quilt that won 7th place, guys. 7th. There were 8 quilts in the category. Okay. It won 7th place. And I couldn't see anything wrong in it. So getting the judge's feedback taught me a few things about what I could try to learn to do differently or to do in a different way to appeal to the judges. And if I want to do that, I'm going to do it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. So I can still do whatever I want to, but hearing the judge's opinion and seeing the feedback form really honed it in for me. Let's see, where am I at? There's no such thing as a perfect project or quilt. No, there isn't. Not going to happen. Even ones that are manufactured, they do have mistakes, Rita. They so do. Judy says she's going to think about it. Yay! With all mistakes, we are our own worst enemy. Mistakes are what make fur babies the best, right? Susan says for the state fair, quilts can be no older than 2 years. County and regional state fair only since the most recent fair. So entered 3 from last year that I won blue on here and in Yakima's fair. Oh, fantastic. Oh, you're welcome, Rita. Yeah. Let's see. Judy says she used Jack twice on this Wild West quilt. I thought about leaving it, but I caught it. Exactly. If it's going to bother you, then fix it. If it's not, then leave it. Welcome in, Deborah. Glad you're here. She says, hi, everyone. Rita says she used to look at it differently when she was younger and submitting things to the fair. I like what I did and is wanting the world to see and proud of that concept. Yeah. So, I mean, here's the thing. There are quilts that I have made. There's quite a few of them. That there is no way I will put them into a state fair or county fair or any kind of fair because I didn't make them with the intention that anybody would ever see these quilts and that they would ever be judged. I intentionally did not, we didn't even go down that road. We did not even go down that road. Not even close. And because of that, those quilts will never see the light of, a judge. Okay. But I have others that I think I did pretty good on, but I would love to hear what the judges say about it. And I'm learning to long arm quilt with my automation, with my 10-inch throat Bernina. So I'm learning to do the automation part and learning how to do all this extra, and having a judge give me feedback on how they think I did is going to be in the world, because it's going to say, okay, you're not doing too hot on this part. This part looks fantastic, but this, no, we don't like this. Welcome in, Pat. Glad you're here. Glad you've made it in. So yeah, it's entirely up to you as to whether or not you enter, but I encourage you, just go ahead and enter. The worst that they can say is you don't get a ribbon. Okay? That is the worst that they can say. And if you let them say anything more than that, let me know where they are. I'll come find them. I'll come talk to them. I'll come adjust their attitudes. Okay? Seriously? There's no reason to be scared of entering just because you think that it's not judge worthy. You learn how to do better for the judges if that's what your intention is to do. You learn how to do that by the experience of entering. Let's see. I have 3 that have been finished this year. I feel ready for the fair and in Yakima and trying to get traveling through ready as well. Oh, wow. And the Mariner's Compass. Gosh, you have got some goals, lady. Welcome in, Andy. Glad you're here. Susan says she tries to only enter quilts that are more complex and not too many mistakes. Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea. But, I mean, even a whole cloth quilt, if you were entering just for the quilting part of it, like just to show off the quilting skills that you've acquired throughout time, that could be interesting as well. That could be totally worth it. What I have always liked is the way most judges give ideas how to improve. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. One thing that I never thought about, and I mean, I kind of thought about it, side thought, like side glance, like, rolling my eyes, side glance kind of thing, is your corners. When you bind a quilt, I never thought that you could reduce the bulk in your quilt corners when you're binding. And while I was there at the judging, while there was live judging, because that was eye-opening for me. So while I was there at the judging, the judge said, this is how you make these flat and not bulky like this. Guys, I have been on YouTube for over a year now, and I entered these after starting my YouTube channel. Do you guys know that I still had never had that hack on how to reduce your bulk at your corners? Nobody ever covered it. Nobody ever covered it. And it's not because I wasn't looking, but I didn't know that there would be a hack for how to do it. So the live judging really helped me a lot. But if the judges in the past had ever said something along the lines of, you need to reduce the bulk in your corners, I might have gone looking. And found, okay, well, hey, this is, somebody's got a tip for how to do this. And, I might have learned, but I didn't. I didn't know because I wasn't entering fairs and competitions. I wasn't trying. I didn't know. So I've been able to get a little bit better by just that one experience. Let's see. Rita says, just with anything else, as long as you like what you produce and going with a positive attitude that you want to show what you did, that's going to show in the quilt. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Last year was so fun. Following the judge around and hearing her comments about how small my hand stitches were and how well it was quilted. That's fantastic, Susan. I do not have the hand strength to do all that. So yeah, it wasn't going to happen with that. Linda, welcome in. Welcome in. Deborah says, well, show us. I will. I have got a stack of quilts to bind. I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm going to have to get them all over here. And I'm having to correct the puppy, so bear with me. But I have, oh gosh, how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there that are ready to bind. And once I get this Quilts of Valor done and off the table, I will be able to figure it out from there. And so it'll be 6. So I have quite a few, so I can show you guys. So I can do it on multiple different quilts so you guys can see that. Oh, no worries, Kathy. I knew it. I saw it come through. I was like, oh, okay. Well, yep. I'll answer when I get done. Deborah says she's never entered a competition. That is okay. It is okay that you haven't entered before. But if it doesn't cost too much and if it's something that you'd be interested in doing, I encourage you to enter a competition, whether it's a fair, a quilt show, whatever, and just see how your quilt does. And you don't have to enter 4 or 5 quilts. Just enter one that you think shows the best. That is all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Let's see. But you do the same thing for reducing the corners or making clothing. Well, see, I haven't had a problem with. Actually, that's clipping corners, and that's not what she was talking about. So I clip corners in clothing, but I've never done that at all when I have been doing my binding. And that's not even what she was saying we needed to do. So I will show you guys. It will probably be the beginning of July, I'm thinking, before I start binding. But I will have lots and lots and lots of binding to do. So I will show you guys different tips and techniques that I've learned through the years that I really like for my binding. So you guys can make the decision what you think you like and all of that. So I think it'll be fun. All right, so I'm going to pair these up real quick. I've got to do the feet of the pigs, the feet of the pigs. Susan's been entering things in the county fair since she had kids. Clothes, Afghan, baked goods, canning, photo. Oh my gosh. No, I don't trim and clip corners for binding, Rita. Not at all. I do not clip corners for binding. Not for quilts, I don't. I do not find it helpful to do that. Let's see. Kathy says she finally bound her color burst throw last night. That was the one she had planned on doing after the live last Thursday. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, I'm behind too. I'm way behind. I am just now catching up to where I should have been as of this morning. So we're working through it. We're getting there. So Kathy, since you came in late, I know you had your heart set on Yuletide, and spoiler, Yuletide Sampler 2 is the pattern that I will be starting over here on my channel in September. So all the rest of the details about what all is going on and all the surprises that are coming with it will come out shortly. Once everything's been set into stone and schedules have been set, then we'll work on it then. Let's see, whatever was my last quilt I bound, did the best corners ever. Oh, that's fantastic, Susan. It's nice to be able to be proud of what you've done. It's really nice. That's why I love Sew and Tell, is because I like to be able to show you guys what other people have done, what other people are proud of doing, because it is a community. We are a community here. I'm finally chilling out after having a grandbaby today. Oh, she's going to go and order the pattern. She's excited, guys. She's going to sew along. Yay! So yes, guys, if you are interested in getting the Yuletide 2 pattern, I will start putting the link. I will put it up on Facebook, and I will put it on the community tab here on YouTube. So you guys will have a link to where you can find the pattern. There's a lot of different places you can order it from. You might be able to check with your local quilt shop and see if they can order it for you, because they may have an inside track on where to get the Yuletide 2 or Yuletide Sampler 2 pattern. But either way, it is available for purchase, so you don't necessarily have to do it through the designer's website. I don't know if she does it as a block of the month on the site, like you only get a block at a time. But I am going to reach out to it. Yes, it is. Rita is asking if there's one from Cora's Quilts. It is. corasquilts.com. And no part of this pattern may be reproduced in any form without the express written consent from the author. So we will be respecting that entirely, okay? So there will be no sharing of the measurements or no sharing of the cutting. We're just going to sew and show you what we sewed, okay? So that's kind of how that's going to work. Let's see. Let's see. Hi, it's Kennedy. Welcome in. She says, howdy, Alabama, and everyone. Glad you're here. Glad you made it in. We have been having some fun discussions. It does sound like a great day. It's Kennedy. She says that Kathy's day with the grandbaby sounds like a good day. Yes. Yeah. I went out shopping. I went to one store where I wasn't shopping. I was just returning something. And then I went to 2 stores where I was shopping. So, and I don't shop for clothes. So it was okay. It was okay. But what I needed, not what I didn't. All of that. Welcome in, Regina. Oh, good question. I don't know. She is asking, she wonders how different this one, the Yuletide Sampler 2, is to Yuletide Sampler 1. I don't know. I haven't seen Yuletide Sampler 1, just to be honest and fair. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I'm super excited about this one. I'm super excited. I think it will go together beautifully. And I'm going to be choosing my own colors and my own fabrics. So it might get a little interesting to see what I come up with. He was such a sweet baby today and got to come in the show. Oh, that's very cool. That's cool, Kathy. It's nice for him to be able to play like that and you be able to enjoy that time with him. All right, so we have the bottom of the pig face. I still have more fabric to add. It's not completely done. And I still got to get the feet put together. So we're getting there. We are totally getting there. But at least all 3 pigs will be done. And so I'll have all 4 done. Let's see. I will too, choosing my own colors. Maybe Christmas colors. Ooh, that'd be exciting, Kathy. Oh, okay. Virginia says she was part of the Yuletide sew-along last year but didn't finish it. So starting in September is when I'm going to start on this, which also means we're going to sew through Christmas and into the new year. It is not going to be starting in September, we finish before Christmas kind of deal. It is not going to be that. It is going to be a long-term project. And I don't know exactly how long-term I'm going to make it. I don't know if I'm going to make it 12 months or if we're going to try to make it 6 months. I don't know yet. But all that will be settled before I make the final announcements about all the surprises for September. Let's see. Linda says she's finished another quilt top today. She has 2 ready for her quilter. That's awesome. That's so exciting. It's nice to have them to that ready point. Sounds like a fun thing to do with Grandma. Yes, it does, is Kennedy. Some from daycare. Oh, no. Yeah, and when something like that hits daycare, everybody gets it. Welcome in, Jess. Glad you're here. She says she's going to be watching the hockey game. She'll be back for the replay. That's fine, Jess. I understand. Come back and comment and tell me what the score was, because I got to know. I still got to figure out hockey. I still got to figure it out. Yes, maybe I can keep up with you. Yeah, absolutely. So Kathy and I are currently doing Land That I Love, which is a flag-shaped quilt, a flag-styled quilt. And it's a sampler, so we're doing all of these different blocks. And we will be finishing that up July 31st. But we started that. Oh my gosh, when did we start that? We started that sometime last year. I mean, it's been a while. We've been going for a while with it. So we started in November. So this may go kind of like that too. Like it may take that kind of time to get it all done. But that's okay. It's not about racing. We're not trying to race and hurry up and finish. I mean, some of us might be, but I'm not trying to race and hurry up and finish. I am trying to enjoy the process. So, if it's ready by, the end of June next year, then that would give me a quilt that I could quilt just in time for State Fair next year. So, that might be a goal for me. I don't know yet. The Yuletide Sampler 2 has Christmas trees in it, so very likely I'll do it in Christmas colors. Yeah, we did start in November. That's right. Because we did November was all of that one block. Welcome in, Lori. She says hi, and she's been lurking. That's okay. Let's see. Some of the blocks in 1 and 2 are the same. The big blocks are same in both. The colors used are different. I just put them side by side to see the difference. Yeah, so, okay. So I will say this. My pattern for sampler 2 has these blue and green blocks, and then the red and green. Red and green and red and green, okay? This is not the colors you're going to see online. The colors online are different than these colors. So just be aware there's going to be different colors in sampler 2 patterns between each other. So don't say, don't go, well, it's not the same colors. If it is the Yuletide sampler 2, then you're good to go. Okay? So you got 4 big star blocks, you've got trees in there, and you've got some blocks that almost look like snowflakes from a distance. So you've got a lot of different cool wintry themed blocks. So it's Yuletide Sampler 2 is the one you're looking for. So again, I will have links for it going up probably after this live. I will immediately go start working on that so you guys can have those. Chloe says she has their fabric ready for Grandma's Cakes and Fans. Oh, fantastic! That's actually what I'm working on tomorrow. Rayanne, you are not allowed to spoil the surprise because Rayanne is one of my locals that sews with. So she will get to see it before you guys get to see it. Because I will be working on it tomorrow. I've got to work on something tomorrow. I've got to sew. I need to sew. I am probably going to make 2 of my Grandma's Cakes and Fans quilts just so that I have an extra quilt and I get some more fabric on. So I've got to pull my fabrics. I know I've got them. I've got plenty of them. But yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. All right, so I've got my feet. Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute pig feet? All right. Now we're going to start attaching the side pieces because I should have been working on these earlier in the process, but I didn't. So, we're picking it up now. Oh, so Grandma's Cakes and Fans is June 27th, so that is 10 days away. So the retreat link also closes on June 27th. So if you have not joined, let's see. There we go. If you have not joined the retreat yet, you can click the link in the description box and go register for the retreat. As long as you're using the same email address every time you try to register, then it won't double register you. So if you don't remember if you registered, go ahead and register and you are good to go. And the retreat, if you've never been to one of my retreats before, the retreat opens 6 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific, on Saturday morning. And it will run all the way through 1 hour before my live on Sunday night. So 1 hour before After Sunset Sunday, which means it will run through 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time on Sunday. And so you can stay up all night and sew and hang out and chit chat. Even if I go to sleep, you can stay up. Welcome in, Laura. She says, sorry, I'm late. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, very cool, Susan. She says she posted a couple of sew and tell photos, her Wild West top and shop hot box. Yay! Yeah, guys, the more sew and tells that you post, the more entries everybody gets. So it is fantastic. It is absolutely worth doing. Absolutely worth entering sew and tell. Just saying. I'm a little, biased. Welcome in, Melanie. Glad you're here. Glad you're here, everybody. I'm so happy you guys are joining me for Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights were my first night that I started taking. I love it. Okay, so I've got 3 of these. Oh, I was about to say, I only have 3. I need 6. Okay, I got him. I got him. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. So we're gonna have 3 pigs here, kind of shortly. They're going together pretty quickly. I got a lot of the small stuff done before the live. So, and you guys are getting to hear my machine. So this Thursday we are gonna have Kathy from My Hobby Home joining me again for Land That I Love. I'm working on words, guys. Working on words. Kathy will join me for Land That I Love, and then Sunday we have Van Gogh night with Mr. Siberian Wind. So, in case you guys have not started looking up Van Gogh trivia and really obscure trivia, because he's done some research, I know he has. Look up some Van Gogh trivia if you want to be able to ask him questions and try to stump him. And you are more than welcome to ask misleading questions. I want to see him struggle to figure out what you guys are asking. That is perfectly fine with me. Look like the only difference from the Yuletide samplers is the fabric. Oh, okay. Well, everyone was saying the trees are new for the sampler too, maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked, so I don't know. I've been having a lot of health issues. Couple tests scheduled for Friday. Praying no surgery. I'm definitely praying no surgery too, Laura. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Kathy's computer cut off for no reason. Hey, at least it was yours and not mine, right? Oh, what was I gonna say? So I did get some good news. My battle with Social Security is not over. And that is actually the good news, is that it is not over. So I can't give you guys any more details than that. But just know that I got a letter with good news yesterday. So my battle with Social Security is still not over, but I am still battling. I'm living to battle another day. So I'm with you on that, Laura. I hope that you don't have to have more surgery. Surgery's no fun. At least not for us. I have been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy, and they kind of enjoy surgery there. They seem to think that it's like fantastic to cut into people. And I don't get it. I'm so glad I didn't become a surgeon. I would be a horrible surgeon. I'd be such a horrible surgeon. It is promising, yes, Kathy. I'm hoping that means that I will get the answer that I've been looking for without having to go the route I was about to have to go, or that I was expecting to have to go. So I am still living to fight another day with Social Security. Let's see. I'm hoping the bargaining. Oh, please, yes. 5 weeks without work. Ouch. Yeah. That stinks, Chloe. It really stinks. And they're expecting you all to just, have endless money streams to be able to survive all of this. And that's the unfortunate part of the strikes. Mine did something a while ago. All of a sudden, the YouTube tab disappeared. My computer has been doing some funky stuff too, guys. I don't know if it's Windows. I don't know if it's the internet. I don't know if it's YouTube specifically. I do not know. I feel like I'm about to run out of bobbin. That's why I keep panicking, looking around. So I keep feeling like I'm about to run out of bobbin. So I got the puppy some new treats today. So we're going to see if he likes them later. I got him some treats that look like cookies. Let's see. I have a history of bowel obstructions, 3 resections. Oh no. That's not good. And not being able to keep anything down makes you feel crummy enough. Much less needing to go into surgery for it. Ugh. My heart is with you, Laura. My heart is absolutely with you on that. I hope it's not another surgery, but if it is, then we'll be here waiting for you. Yes. I understand that, Kathy. She says that her ex went through that, and when he got an attorney to handle it, he finally got in front of a judge. So I've actually been in front of a judge before. So this won't be my first rodeo going through all that. So it's just a matter of picking up the pieces and seeing how much of a fight the judge is going to put up, or, if I even have to go that route. I'm expecting I will now, but I'm not having to start it back at square one, which is a big positive. Let's see. She went through and found out they had hers. Oh, gosh. Her dad was exposed to Agent Orange, so she had complications from that. That's crazy. I hate that the military was using things that they didn't know the effects of, but I understand the reasoning. But still, I hate it. Welcome in, Jennifer. Glad you're here. Oh, Judy's been down your road a few times before, Chloe, with the strikes. That's rough. I mean, when I had to quit working, I didn't have any money, but I think, I don't know. I can't imagine having to go through that right now. That would, I think, break me at the moment. My heart's with you, all of you guys. Right, Rita? She's like, I hate surgeries with a passion. Yuck city. Well, I'm glad you're not my surgeon. I'm glad you're not Laura's surgeon. Yeah. I could never have been the person picking up the scalpel and doing all the cutting into a human body. I just, no. I'm glad people out there have the stomach for it. That's just not me. It's just not me. I will cut pieces of fabric into 1-inch squares and sew them back together before I will touch a scalpel. Yeah, it is definitely a tough experience, Chloe. Because it's not just you, but your entire family that's going through it with you. He was awarded 100% disability for Tourette's. The judge told him he didn't wish this on anyone. His tics would cause protruding discs in his neck and back, and even broken ribs. Ouch. That's crazy. Ow, 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 ow. That hurts to even hear about. Ow. Let's see. I've done spine surgery. I bet it has, Laura. She says it's been a rough couple weeks. I bet. Rita's also got to get another spine surgery done. It's going to be her 7th one. So, do we have dates yet, Rita? That's the next question, is do we have dates? As I'm not going black on my channel while you're in surgery. I gotta keep everybody else entertained. I'm joking. Trying to lift the spirits. Local chapter worked without a contract for almost an entire school year. Oh my gosh. That's rough, Susan. Oh. See, I don't get I know I get the point of strikes, but it is so hard to process that you're going this entire time without the income, and even though you're actively protesting or whatever, you're still sitting there with no income. I can't believe it. This is so rough. So rough. 23rd. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes, everybody's wishing everybody well. Please do. Yes, guys. Please do. And anytime, you guys, if you want to post an update about, hey, I have a date, or hey, this is when my surgery is going to be, or hey, I'm out of surgery, please, you guys, you can always comment on one of my lives. You can always post in the Facebook group, because we're always worried about you when you're not here. The company is trying to break the union. Oh, a small strike allowance. Yeah, it's still not your normal pay, though. Ouch. Still tough. Still tough. I have never actually managed to be in a union. I will say that everywhere that I've lived until here, unions were not popular. Unions are not popular in Southeast as a whole. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but they're not very popular. So we were actually told by one of our companies that we were allowed to unionize, but if we did unionize, here's what would happen, and like all of that. So they were trying to talk us out of it before we could ever get coordinated to unionize. Yeah, I understand that, Kathy. She says she thinks most states and companies are trying to get rid of union and civil service. Yeah. Oh gosh. I am thankful at least that I am not in a workforce where I have to deal with that right now. Oh no, Kathy's husband's union and she's civil service. It's like a double whammy. Gosh. Terrible has to be to go through all that, the economy and striking. Yeah. I mean, because you can't plan vacations, you can't plan anything else in your life until your job is settled back to where, you guys are on normal pay and all of that. Like your life is basically on hold while you're striking. And that's not fun at all. I've been in holding patterns like that before, just not from striking. Ugh. Goodness, 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 goodness. Isn't an ear cute though? We got an ear. We have an ear. Third federal mediator. That's crazy. Third mediator on this particular strike that's been lasting 5 weeks already. Oh, no, that's cool, Judy. She says Georgia is a right to work state, and union and non union employees side by side. If a non union employee wanted union representation, they would get it. When I was told, so when the company I worked for that did have people that were trying to unionize, when they had us sit down with a conversation about, here's what will happen if you unionize. They basically said that if any part of the company unionized, or any part of the division that I was in unionized, the entire company would be forced to unionize. And I didn't understand that. But that was even in Alabama, but maybe based off of where the company started from. I don't know. Oh my gosh, Kathy. Yeah, his job is important too. Oh, Rhode Island is that way too? And it's been 34 days. Ugh. I know you are counting those days. I know you're counting those days. All right, so I've got all pieces and parts pressed except for the feet. The feet will come off the machine here in a minute. So I'm going to start putting pieces together. So we will have this done probably, I'm thinking 7:30. So about another 30 minutes. So if you guys want to hang out with me, I would greatly appreciate it. And then you guys can see the finished pigs. They're going to be so cute. I feel like I should name them. Maybe Charlotte's the one that's already on the wall, from Charlotte's Web. Maybe that's the pig that's already on the wall. I don't know. Should I name the pigs? I did make a decision that unless anybody contacts me and wants this as the full size quilt, I am going to make it as the baby size quilt. So I'm going to make 4 baby size quilts of this pattern. So this, I'm working on Fab Farm, and let me show you guys real quick. So this is the large size quilt. It has all the animals each are done 4 times. And so this is the small quilt versus the large quilt. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to split the animals up and I'm going to make 4 small quilts instead of 1 large quilt. Ollie is the next one. Okay, so we now have a pig named Ollie. So we got Charlotte and Ollie. So I'm taking 2 more names. Horses need saddles. And I'm not taking the horses apart and putting saddles on them. They're done. They're done. Because I'd have to take the strawberry out, and then I'd have to piece a saddle. It'd be a little rough. It'd be a little rough and tumble. All right. So we still need 2 more names. I can understand why some people don't like unions. The news in the 60s about the corruption in the big unions. Without unions, no collective bargaining, no benefits. Yeah, I get the point of unions. I do. But I've never been persuaded to become a part of it. Horses should be named Geronimo. Well, the horse is already up there. So I didn't even think about naming any of these animals until just now. So it's whatever they get named. It's whatever they get named. All right, that ear goes that way. That ear goes that way, I believe. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Ooh, no, I'm just not doing that right. Ears go that way. So did I just do that ear wrong? I did that ear wrong. Okay. My seam ripper gets to come out. Just ride the horse's bareback, right? That's exactly what I would try to do. So there is a relay. Roxanne, oh, that's cool. There was a relay, or there is a relay. Oh yeah, my ear is not on the pig's forehead correctly. All right, where is my seam ripper? I know I have one, and it should not be far. Oh, I know where it's at. I put it back in with all my scissors, thinking I wasn't going to need it. All right. So there's a relay. It's called an Indian relay. And I don't know where all they go, so I can't answer any of that. But they do have, the Indian relay does come through here. Welcome in, Pam. Glad you're here. Or at least a blanket. You're funny. Oh, Rita, you are set on those saddles and blankets for the horses. I love it. So the Indian relay, the riders are riding bareback. And I see a lot of Native Americans that are in the relay, hence the name Indian relay. But they ride 1 lap around the track on 1 horse. Then they hop off of that horse and jump on another one to continue the next leg of the relay. They ride 4 different laps. So they use 4 different horses to ride the entirety of the Indian relay. Welcome in, Denise. Glad you're here. Flicka. Yeah, Flicka is a horse name. I think it does start in Casper, Rita. I think so. I haven't been to it yet. So that would be a new experience I could try to get to do the next time it's here. I haven't even looked at dates for it, but I do kind of want to go and see it and watch it. But yeah, so they are on that horse for 1 lap. Did I do the ears completely wrong? Hang on, guys. I think my ear, no. Okay, that's the ear that goes that direction. That's the ear. Okay. I had them turned around. Pony Express reride. Going through Casper right now, going west to east this year. Ooh. I might, can you send me information on that? Because I haven't seen that either yet. I want to see the Pony Express reride. So they actually do a mail ride with the Pony Express. And you can actually request to send letters on the Pony Express that rides through Casper. I do know that much. I do know that much. All right, so we got that ear is that side of the pig, and this ear is this side. Okay. I think I figured out those directions of these ears. Can't have the ears on there wrong. The ears don't look right if they're not on there right. So, what was I going to say? So, but with the Indian relay, they get on there, they ride that one lap, then they hop off and hop onto another horse and ride that next lap, and they do that 4 times. So they have to have a handler for each horse that holds that horse in the right position for the rider to jump it on. You can follow it on the map. Oh, that's really cool. Of course we would have that in 2025 where you can follow it. Of course. Why wouldn't we? But yeah, so I haven't seen the Pony Express re-ride, and I haven't done the Indian relay yet. The Yakima Nation has done the horse relay at our county fair rodeo. See, I've heard about it being done here, and like they had things blocked off for it last year at some point, but I didn't make enough of a mental note about it to be able to go catch up with it. I'm putting the feet on the wrong part of the pig's nose. Oh, I have one to rip. We're going to sew off the side so I can keep my thread train going. And I will rip it and fix it. Oh, now you guys can see that I have really been pushing myself, and I overdid yesterday because I don't normally make multiple mistakes in a row. Yeah, I've pushed myself. I've definitely pushed myself. All right, there we go. Let's get this one off of here that I gotta fix. Poor pig, right? Yeah, his nose is upside down to his feet. He's I guess his head was decapitated and rotated, maybe? I don't know. Thankfully, it's all, sewing and fabric, so it can all be fixed. And in case you guys wonder, yes, I am looking under my glasses. My eye doctor, my last appointment, said I actually have better up-close vision than I used to have, and that if I'm struggling to see something up close, just take my glasses off. I am to that age now, guys. I'm to that age now. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I'm to the age where I can see better without my glasses up close. My distance vision still has not changed enough to be able to get away from glasses, but my up close, like that is doing better. He's acting like a pup and rolling on his back. Oh yeah, he is. I love that response, Pam. Oh, he is rolling on his back. I'm playing. He's looking up at us while he's playing on his back. Oh my gosh, that or he just had an itchy back and nobody was there to scratch his back. I don't know. That's what we're gonna go with. I know what happened. I sabotaged myself, guys. So every time Kathy is on with me, if I say something about that she is ahead of me and she's going to need to slow down so I can catch up, she ends up struggling with whatever she's sewing. So I did it to myself. I said I'd be done about 7:30, and so now I'm struggling with it. Because why should I actually be able to do what I anticipated being able to do? My brain is working against me on that. It's all my fault. Let's see, what was fun 2 years ago after that Monday rodeo finals. The different posses, rodeo royalty, and group from the Yakimas did it in heats. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I get to go to the College National Finals Rodeo tomorrow night here in town. Kathy says she always has to rip something out. I know. It's my fault. I'm the problem. It's me. Did I drop the pieces? I dropped the pieces with the face and the ears. I dropped them. All right. I can still reach, though. I can still reach. Okay. I'm getting good at it. I promise. My next thing tonight will be doing a little bit more sewing and then packing up for tomorrow. So I can go sew tomorrow. All day. Most of the day. And then I gotta go home, come home and get ready for the rodeo. So, all right, now we're gonna make sure I'm matching the right colors and the right ears. Oh, Kathy says she actually always has to rip things out. It's a her problem. Yeah. I'm encouraging it though. That's my problem. I shouldn't encourage it. All right, let's see. One of my seams is trying to fold up on me. Very cool. Let's see. All right. The ear can only go one way. Well, it can go two ways, but it can only be left in there one way. My machine is quiet because I ran out of bobbin thread. I knew it was going to happen. All right, let's go back to where I ran out. Welcome in, Zaza. Glad you're here. She says hi, Tammy and everyone. Glad you made it in. I thought I would have run out of that bobbin a long time ago. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. I'm working on this spool of thread to try to get it all the way down. Oh my gosh. So the writer is actually coming through right now. Oh my gosh. Ray Ann says that the writer is almost to Evansville. Evansville is about half a mile from where I'm living. So I'm on that end of town. Laura says she expects to have to rip a seam out. If she doesn't, it's a happy surprise. Well, if you don't have to rip the seam out, it's probably because you'll find it later in the middle of the project after you've already quilted it. That's my luck, right? That is my luck. Because that's when I would find the problem. Or it would be in the middle of the quilt and I'd decide that I'm not worrying about ripping it out. Because that would also be me. That would totally be me. All right, last ear and the ears will be done. And then we can start attaching the tops of the faces with the eyes to the bodies. The feet are already there. And the feet are on there correctly. And then we've got one piece of gray that needs background that needs to go on each one. All right. I'm only pressing the seams I have to do at this time. Laura says, very true, yes. That one block that you should have looked at twice. Or maybe you did look at it twice, but you should have looked at it another couple of times. And compared it to something else. How do I know? I've done it. I've done it. And then I just get to the point where I give up. If it's going to irritate me, I fix it usually once I see a mistake it irritates me. Yeah. So there are some times that I see a mistake that I'm just not worried about fixing. And then there's other times that I see a mistake that I just have to fix. So it depends on the mistake and how worried I am about it. Because there's times that I do leave mistakes in things because I'm just not. I see it. Am I worried about it? No, not really. Not really. I'm so glad Chloe said something about Grandma's cakes and fans and having the fabric ready for that. Because I do need to pull everything out for that and get that going tomorrow. Laura says, Zaza, once I see it, I can't unsee it, right? Well, my thing with mistakes is it depends on how big of a mistake it is. If it is like, a point doesn't come, like I can't get a point to show or something, I don't bother with it. If it is the block is upside down and it ruins a pattern, then I fix it. Yeah, exactly, Zaza. She says depends on how important it is to the overall pattern. Yeah, it's like the ear being upside down on the pig, it would make a big difference, especially if I'm going to be doing these as 4 separate baby quilts. Every pig is going to matter more than just, all the pigs are going to be in the same quilt. I just burn myself with the steam. This iron puts out a lot of steam, guys. Just saying. All right. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? Hi, Alicia. Welcome in. She says, hi, everyone. Everybody's been so excited about the Yuletide sampler that I'm going to be starting in September. That was what the votes were, in case you missed that update. And that we're going to start that in September, and more details and surprises will be coming out soon about it. Let's see, what else did we do? What else have we covered? What else have we covered? Oh gosh. Guys, help me remember what else I don't remember what else we've covered. It's been a long day. It's been a very long week. I'll admit to a small amount of unsewing in this quilt. Had to fix the corners that were most definitely not lined up. Yes, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Oh. So, Kathy's already jumped in. She said she's going to buy the pattern. She's so excited about it. So, tonight we're just getting the pigs done. We're getting the pigs done. 9 out of 10 times I have to fix it because I'm just that OCC. Yeah. Oh. If I think that it's going to make that huge of a difference, I'll fix it. Oh, yes, Van Gogh. Yes, guys. So Sunday is Van Gogh night. Susan is obviously excited about it. Sunday is Van Gogh night. I will have Anastasia out. Be working on Anastasia. I'll sew with her. Let's see. Then I will have Mr. Siberian Wind here. He will be answering Van Gogh questions. So any Van Gogh questions you want to come up with for Sunday night, come up with them. Make a list. He's going to be here, and he can answer your questions. Chloe says she's doing more seam ripping than sewing. Oh, no. That's not exciting. That's disappointing to have to do that. Aw. Alicia says that she's missed her sewing time with you, Chloe. Yes. Oh, and guys, if you have not signed up for the retreat yet, !retreat, and go sign up if you want to be here for the retreat. Oh, Chloe's been reading on Van Gogh. Oh, fantastic. Because he asked if I have told anybody that he's going to be here to answer Van Gogh questions. I said, yeah, I've told everybody, and they're excited about it. He's like, are you reminding them? Well, yeah, I'm going to remind them. So, yes, this Sunday. Oh, yeah, Susan will be out of town, right? I know. If it's just a couple threads on point, I'm not sweating about it. But I recently did a block swap, and those things went out with perfect seam allowances and points, right? I am not super worried about my seam allowances and points on my block swaps, but they're AccuQuilt cut, so they're pretty easy to get marked together. Laura says if she has to seam it twice, she stops and moves on to something else. Yeah, I'm definitely in that camp as well. I'm not going to rip something more than a time or two, and as long as it's a different mistake each time, I'm okay. If it's the same mistake repeatedly, then it was meant to be. But if it's a slightly different mistake, then we're going to do it. I just bought the Yuletide. Oh, very cool. I don't have the ruler set yet. I need to get the ruler set. So guys, the ruler set that Kathy's talking about, it is the Tri-Rex ruler set. And of course, it's in the paperwork that I didn't bring out here. This is just the cover. But there are Tri-Rex rulers that's recommended. You don't have to have them, but it would make things a little bit simpler. Welcome in, Tasha. Glad you are here, lady. Thank you for joining in tonight. I made the same mistake twice. I stopped for the night. Right, Zaza? Right? Absolutely. Let's see. Kathy, you should be able... Do you have the link to where you bought the pattern and the link to where you bought the ruler set for Yuletide? For the Yuletide Sampler too? In case anybody wants to pick it up. Chloe says she has that ruler set. She's not used it yet. Yeah, I have not bought rulers in forever. So this will be something that I do have to buy. I didn't think I was going to need anything extra when I bought the pattern, but apparently I'm going to need it. Quilt Zebra, Alicia says she thinks she has it. The triangle on the sides, right? I think so, yeah. It's there's a set 1 and set 2 or something. That you can buy them as a set together. But Barn Chick quilts. Okay. Yeah, if you got a link, if you're able to put the link in here, then go ahead and drop it in because you have the ability to do it. And actually, let's see. All right. All right, Alicia, you can now do that as well. So if you get the links. Okay, there we go. So Barn Chick Quilts products link from Kathy. I'm going to pin that up to the top for right now. Let's see. Oh, that's okay, Zaza. I will sort it. You're good. The emails will go out Friday night on the 27th. So they will go out about 12 hours before the retreat starts. Something like that. That way it's not sitting in your email box for forever and accidentally gets deleted or stuff like that. That's why I do it. Oh, there we go. And then Tri-Rex tools. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to have to buy. I think that's got... I don't know if that's both of them or not. Because I think there's more. But I don't know. I'll have to look. I haven't looked yet. So I will have links for you guys on the community tab. Oh, very cool. Susan got them for Bonnie Hunter's on Provence mystery quilt and used it for that. Yeah. That's definitely a reason to get them. Because when you're doing a Bonnie Hunter mystery quilt, if she says she's going to be using a ruler, she's going to be using that ruler. Zaza already has this ruler set as well. Oh, fantastic. You guys all have these rulers, and I have never even considered buying them. I am not typically a ruler person because I figure I should be able to do everything with rulers that I already have. So why should I buy another ruler? So I'm that kind of person. I don't typically buy it, but I will be for this quilt, I think. Oh, that's fine, Chloe. She is excited for the retreat, but she's going to have limited time on Saturday, right? I understand that. Need to name one of the pigs Tipsy. Okay, so we have Charlotte, Ollie, and Tipsy. We still have one pig name left, guys. We have one pig name left. All right. Okay, Shabby Fabrics has it too. All right, perfect. And that's actually the same colorway, I think. Yeah, that's the exact same colorway as the one that I've got. So the pattern on Shabby Fabrics is coming up $36, guys. We named them Tri-Rec. Oh. That's funny. That's funny. All right, so we got one more. Curly. Okay. So we have Charlotte, Ollie, Tipsy, and Kurt. Kathy had already named Ollie, so we'll go with Pam. We'll go Penny. Okay. All right. So Charlotte is already up on the wall. Charlotte was the one that I got done Sunday night. And she's the one that I named. Lori says bacon. I love it. Oh, that is funny. That is so funny. Oh, oh my gosh. It's funny. That's funny. I like it. I like it. I'm laughing. I am Wednesday Adams today, but yes, I'm laughing. I Oh, you didn't name Molly? Okay. Well, some of them are gonna get multiple names then. So we have Curly Penny. Let's do that. We have Curly Penny. Oh, I don't know who said Ollie then. All pigs are bacon to me, yeah. I don't think I've actually eaten a whole lot of bacon since my surgery. I do love bacon. I do love the taste of bacon, but I don't think I've eaten a whole lot of it. I have eaten ham. So I have eaten pig, I just haven't eaten bacon. The bacon version. Petunia pig. Good question, Lori. No, I haven't. She's asking if anybody has seen So Terry lately. I have not. I have not. I did catch up with Lana the other day. Wilbur. Oh, that would have been a cute name too. Charlotte should have been Wilbur, probably. But she was too pink. She was too pink. Yeah, so if anybody's seen or heard anything from So Terry lately, please let us know. Because I've seen a lot of people that have been kind of missing for a bit. And some of them I've caught in other people's chats, and some of them I haven't. Welcome in, Becky. She says she's not going to be able to do the retreat. It's grandson's birthday party. That's okay. That is okay. Believe me, I understand. There's going to be another one in August. It's probably going to be early August because of my family visiting. But there will be another retreat in August. That'll be the next one. Friend's grandson gave the baby pigs names this spring. Bacon, sausage, and pork chop. Aww. Sorry, her dog hasn't been well. She's fine. Just busy with him. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So Terry has been taking care of her ailing puppy. So we wish her and her puppy the best. 3 or 4 weeks ago. Ouch. Yeah. So it's apparently been really rough. That's sad. I feel so bad that she's going through that, but I'm glad she's okay. But I'm sad that she's going through all that. Let's see. All right. So now the pigs are done. Let me press this extra seam, this background out of the way so you guys can see them. Hey, and it's 7:30 right now, so I wasn't too far off. I wasn't too far off. Oh, she was on Kathy's chat this morning. Good. At least we're seeing her somewhere. Since everybody was worried about her, because yeah, when we think about somebody we haven't seen in a while, it's definitely important for us to check up and see if we can find out. Okay. So this is the match for Charlotte. Same colors as Charlotte. This is the one I did on Sean's live, or the live with Sean on Sunday for After Sunset Sunday. This is the one like Charlotte. So this one is going to be Curly Penny. We're going to do Curly Penny. All right. Oh, she posted in Discord yesterday. Good. Very good. Yay. Well, you guys can let her know we are asking about her over here. We do miss her. All right. This one's going to be Ollie. Ollie Oxenfree. Welcome in, Erica. First time in my chat. Welcome. Erica has Yarn and Whatnots. I love that name. That's very, very cool. So I'm glad you're here. Glad you made it in. I'm glad for you to chat first time. So It is Elizabeth Hartman, Zaza. It is. This is from Fab Farm. Sean, from The Guy Who Sews, and I have been working on Fab Farm. So we had one other. Oh my gosh, what was the name? What was the name? We had Ollie, Curly Penny. There was one other name, guys. Now I can't remember what the name was. All right, so since I can't remember the name, he's going to be Wilbur. So we're going to have a Wilbur after all, because I can't remember the name. So we have Wilbur, and we have Ollie, and we have Curly Penny, and Charlotte is just like Curly Penny, and she is on the wall. Oh, thank you, Katie. She says it is cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so it is the Fab Farm pattern, exclamation fab in the chat. We'll give the link to it if you are interested in purchasing it. It will give you a link to an Amazon link where you can purchase it. I don't get any kickbacks from it or any kind of commission. It's just if you want to buy it. That's how you can get it too. I love her patterns, but I've not done one yet on my wish list. So, okay, so Zaza says that she loves her patterns, but it's not done one yet. It's on her wish list, and she likes that mine are not all solid prints. So, I bought the pattern and the kit. It does go with Charlotte. You're right, Laura. So, I bought the kit of all of the fabrics for this pattern, and it's exactly what Elizabeth Hartman picked out and labeled in her pattern. So in this, when you're dealing with the fabrics and such, so this is not giving out any specific information. This is just showing you the fabrics, for example. So like on this goat over here, it shows you what fabrics she's using for it. The sheep is next month, so you guys are going to be seeing those fabrics. And the chickens had all of these fabrics. And the pigs. So one set of pigs is this colorway, the other set of pigs is this colorway. So these are the exact fabrics that Elizabeth Hartman picked out. I'm not absolutely in love with all of them. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the Essex prints or the Essex fabrics. They are a little bit thicker. They're kind of like homespun. Is the best thing I can come up with for it. It feels like it's homespun, and I'm just not a fan of that texture. So it's not that it's been hard to work with, but I just don't like it that much. So I'm enjoying working on the pattern, but I will say this: if I had to redo this pattern over again, or if I choose to redo this pattern over again, I will not be using any of the Essex fabrics, because I don't like the texture for myself. I know, Zaza. Yeah, after sunset Sunday is late. It is late. Susan says she's done legendary pattern and she started pandas and sweaters. Oh, very cool. I can understand liking Essex's backgrounds. I'm a texture heavy person. I like the texture of regular cotton. I don't particularly like the texture of homespun. That's kind of my thing, is I don't like that gritty feel that it has to it. Erica says she would love to start sewing. Her mom has a sewing machine that is now hers, so maybe it's a good start. Absolutely. So, Erica, one of the things that I do, and let me drop this in here. If you are interested, and if you use Facebook, there's going to be a link in the chat that is going to take you out to Facebook. That is going to take you to the Facebook group. You can apply to join. Just answer the questions. They're really simple. And every first Tuesday of the month, so the next one is July 1st, we do what is called Sew and Tell. So if you're new to my channel, Sew and Tell is always the first Tuesday. So this time it's going to be July 1st, which is in 2 weeks. And with Sew and Tell, it takes I get to show what you've worked on. Does it have to be a quilt? No, it does not. It can be something you crocheted. It could be something you knit. It could be something that you crafted out of Dollar Tree items. It could be something that you did to enhance your creativity in your craft space. It's whatever you want to share, that you want to share the story of. And just put Sew and Tell. Every 6 months, I give away a quilt to the winner of Sew and Tell. And the Sew and Tell winner is done by drawing. Laura has won. She won the first Sew and Tell drawing. So she has a quilt. So she's in the chat tonight. But there is one other person who's already won a quilt from me as well. And I am in the process of making the quilt for October. So that quilt will be ready and washed and loved a little bit, so I can then send it off to its winner. Yeah, absolutely, Lori. She says cross stitch. Yes, absolutely. Put your cross stitch in there. If it is a craft and you are crafting to make it, sure, that is fine. There's a lot of us that do more than one craft. As a reference, the only thing that yeah, absolutely. It's entirely up to you, Erica. And you can also send me an email. If you don't want to get on Facebook, that is perfectly fine. But if you still want to participate in Sew and Tell, you can still participate in that by sending me an email with the pictures and the description of what you want to share for Sew and Tell. Just tell me that it's for Sew and Tell. That way, that gives me permission to share it out to the public, out to the YouTube world. So I do quilting, obviously. I do a lot of quilting. I do have cross stitch. I don't do it very often, but I do have it. I do machine embroidery. I do resin. I haven't done any in a while, but I do have the stuff to still do my resin work. I've done a little bit of painting, not a lot, like it's all paint in the lines kind of stuff, but I do some of that. I do clothing, not very frequently, but I do it. So it doesn't have to be just one particular craft. I want to help you and be inspired. Oh, no. Judy, your bag is still here. Your bag is still here. Welcome in, Charlotte. She says, hey, Tammy, glad you're here. All right, so where have I missed? Chloe has Pandas and Sweaters, Fab Farm, Delightful Desert, Social Sharks, and Lisa the Unicorn. Oh, very cool. And you got the fabric for Pandas and Sweaters. And there are a lot of free beginner patterns. And so Grandma's Cakes and Fans is kind of a beginner pattern. My pattern and it's a free pattern. It's coming out the 27th of June. I will be teaching it live on my channel. The freebie pattern back in February was Charmed to Meet You. It is also beginner friendly. Very easy to put together. I would not recommend April's pattern for a freebie pattern as far as a beginner pattern. It is a lot of flying keys. It's a lot of work. So it would not be beginner friendly, but you could still do it if you just had your heart set on it. There was nearly a fight for the bags at the last one. Yes. So I do still have Judy's bag. I have not sent the bags out yet. Could it be a tester liner? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Whatever you want to make with whatever you want to share for Sew and Tell, be my guest, share. My July Saturday Sew Along is going to be a free pattern and Charm Square friendly. Oh, fantastic, Kathy. Yay. So one of the things that I do is every 2 months, thereabouts, I issue out a free pattern. And it is something that I've designed. Now, does that mean that somebody else hasn't already done something similar? No, not at all. I don't go looking to see if anybody's done anything just like it. But if I do see something or something pops up that is kind of right there, oh my gosh, Judy, you're hilarious. But yeah, it's still here. You haven't missed it. I still have something to send to Nanette as well. So yeah, I've still got stuff hanging around. Um, so every other month or so, I try to issue out a pattern that I have drawn, that I came up with, that I think you would enjoy probably putting together. That would be something different from what you see everywhere else. Charlotte, I love it. She says she greet everyone by name, but her dictation doesn't recognize the names when she says them. I love it. So let's go over the updates. Okay. So update 1, Yuletide Sampler 2 was the selection. After I get off this live, I will get some links put together and put it on the community tab over here on YouTube, and I will put the links in the Facebook group. So you'll have both of those as well. Zaza, she says, oh, she's restarted that gate. Okay, hang on with that. I will come back to that. So that's one. That's going to start in September. There's going to be a lot of surprise details that I have not told you guys, or you had to be listening between the lines to know what's going on. But there's a lot of surprises that are going to be coming along with this, okay? So just be patient. There's surprises coming, but I can't tell you whatever is going on. I guess it's whoever gets mine first. I love it. Oh, yes. So everybody's fighting over Judy's bag because Judy claimed it first, but Judy hasn't won it, so I can't give it to her yet. So she has to win it so I can give it to her. But yeah, it's a whole deal. Okay. All right, so update 2. We are just weeks away from being done with Land That I Love. Land That I Love ends July 31st, okay? So when July ends, so does Land That I Love, which means we won't be carrying that into August. August is going to be a breather month, okay? I'm going to take a little bit of time off. We're still going to have Tuesdays and Sundays, but that's it for August. I will do a freebie pattern, and we will be doing a retreat in August, near the beginning of August. But once those are done, the rest of August is going to be spent preparing for kickoff in September. So in September, we're going to kick off Yuletide Sampler 2. I'm going to be bringing back a lot of projects that you guys haven't seen, that you guys haven't seen me do in a while, that you haven't seen me work on. We're going to be bringing some of that back, and I'm going to work on scheduling it out so that when I launch everything starting in the beginning of September, that we are good to go through the rest of the year and carry into January and February at least. So when we relaunch everything, get back up into full swing back in September, we are going to go full swing ahead. So 2 other things to go over. The Christmas in July live is listed on the channel. If you have not gone to put your notifications on for that live, please go put your notifications on for that live. We are going to be doing a live auction. Live auction. So if you are not there and you missed that live auction, then the only quilts that will be available are the ones that might not have sold during the auction, or I didn't get an email that somebody wants to buy. I have 4 quilts completely bound. I have 5 more that are needing to be bound. I will have a 6th here shortly, and then probably another good 3 or 4 more. Okay, that's just guessing. Thank you. Yes. Awesome. So Kathy, you now have an entry. So guys, that is the other thing with the Christmas in July. It is also going to be my super chat giveaway. So if you have entered a super chat since the last time that we did a super chat giveaway, which, gosh, that was April, wasn't it? Or was that before April? Oh my gosh, when was that? It was a while ago, okay? So if you want to do a super chat to get into the super chat raffle, then you need to do a super chat between now, or super thanks after the live. So if you're not live with me and you're catching replay, you can do a super thanks. It works the same way. But I'm going to tally all the names up. We are going to put them in a drawing, and we are going to start drawing, and I'm going to send prizes out to those who have done super chat entries. Oh, thank you, Susan. Guys, that's fantastic. Yes, you guys were super chatting like crazy that night. The bag night, the night all you were fighting over the bags. Mr. Siberian Winds needs to do studio decorating for Sunday. I will suggest it to him and see what he does. We're going to see what he does. I can't guarantee he will, because he will, well, he comes in on Friday, so maybe he will have a chance to work on. Susan says she has a different Christmas quilt could work on. Oh, very cool. Yeah, so yeah, you don't have to necessarily, and okay, so when we're doing Yuletide Sampler, if you want to work on that, you can work on that. If you don't want to work on this, work on something else, that's fine. That's fine, but you can follow along and hang out with us while we work on it. So the super chat giveaway is going to be the same night as the quilt auction. So what's probably going to happen, and this is not set in stone, so you guys can't hold me to it, but this is my plan, is every time that a quilt is shown, a super chat raffle ticket will be given, or super chat raffle item will be given away. So if I've got 10 quilts, that means there's going to be 10 raffle tickets given away, or 10 raffle items given away. So you don't have to enter a whole lot of money or whatever for a super chat. I think the smallest super chat is like $1, something like that. So if you don't want to enter it, that's fine. That's the only way you win a super chat raffle, though. Okay, that I do have to keep that fair for everyone. But so that is the way to win that. If you want to take home a quilt, I will give you all the details closer to our Christmas in July. Okay, so Christmas in July, I'm going to do this once a year. I will do a Christmas in July every year. That's my plan, because Christmas in July makes sense. I've got 7 months to get things done and get them ready, and then you guys can take them home in time for Christmas, and there's plenty of time to ship it to you by Christmas. So it won't be sitting here hanging out. It will be in your hands. I'm going to post links. Katie, she's asking where to get the Yuletide Sampler 2 quilt pattern. I will post links in the community tab on the YouTube page, or on my YouTube page, as well as posting in the Facebook group. So I will be doing that here in just maybe about another 10 minutes or so. So this will get posted up. Yes, and that is another way you can get to it, because Kathy just said the pin at the top, which I forgot that I did, is Kathy's link to where she purchased both the pattern and the rulers to go with it. It is the Tri-Rec rulers. There's two, it said there's 2 sets. So I'm going to look back through the pages and make sure, based off of the pages that I have, that it matches. Chloe says Shabby Fabrics and Barn Chick Quilts. So those are the 2 places that she's seeing it as well. So I'm going to put a lot of links in as to where you guys can find it. You don't have to necessarily purchase it from wherever I put the links up for it. You can purchase it from wherever you find it that will ship to you. So you don't have to necessarily use whatever vendor I'm putting it out as. I'm getting no kickbacks. I'm not an affiliate with anyone, so I don't get an affiliate, fee or anything like that. All right, so that in September, you do not have to have the rulers. So in the pattern, you know what? Hang on. Let me grab them. Let me grab the pages. It's actually on top. So my pattern pages are here. I can't show you the front because it has measurements. Let's see. Month 1 doesn't require it. Month 2 has templates, but I think that is, yeah. The Tri-Rex Triangle Ruler Pair from Easy Quilting. using the Tri tool and then the Rex tool. So there's two different tools, the Tri tool and the Rex tool, that's used for some of them. I choose rulers over templates. I'd rather stab myself at than use a template, right? But there are templates. So there are templates on these pages. Make yourself a copy of the templates. So you don't have to use the templates, but you can. Or you can use the Tri-Rex rulers. Let me see. 5 page. Okay, yeah. So this one's the same thing. Because I think I went through all this before too, looking at it. So it's the Tri tool and the Rex tool. Let's see. Ooh, Gina's asking Kathy, did you get your package today? Welcome into my chat, Gina. Glad you're here. Glad you made it in. And while I am thinking about it, guys, this quilt comes out to be 80 inches by 92 inches. I do not know that, Katie. I will look and see if it can be purchased in PDF format. Ooh, that's a good question. There's links in the pattern to Shelly's videos. I do not know. I haven't tried yet. Let's see. I think I can enroll, but I haven't tried it yet. So I will find out. I will find out, guys. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Good infos. As she says, Katie, if Shabby Fabrics have it, they usually do PDFs. Yeah, and it is from Cora's Quilts. So the story behind this, I bought this, the videos as a paid class. Gotcha. Alicia, is there a live tomorrow night? Gina would like to know. Shelly, so long she had videos. Yeah. So the videos is $80 is what Alicia just said. Okay. Yeah. So there may be a PDF. I don't know, but I will check. But that's why I'm also not starting this until September. That's why I closed the voting today so that I could, clean it out. So you have all of July and all of August to get this in because we're not starting until September. Mail coming here takes so many weeks. I can guarantee it won't get here by the time you start the sew along. Maybe. You got 2.5 months. So it might. But yeah, I found mine at a local quilt shop and picked it up and fell in love with it. So that's why it was one of the 2 options that we were giving out. The other one, the Alice in Wonderland one that was on the vote option, we may still do that, but it's just not going to be first priority. So that may still be an option later on. So, all right, guys, any more questions? Oh, that'd be awesome. Let's see, everybody saying, looking forward to it if I'm still up. Yeah, I'm going to be out at the rodeo tomorrow night. So I will not be here to watch anything. Welcome in, Sheila. I'm actually about to end, so you'll have a lot of replay to watch. We've almost been going 2 hours. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, anything I forgot, guys? I don't remember. Did I forget anything? I need to start making myself a list. Like, I seriously need to just make a list of everything that I gotta have. Yes, absolutely. It's a lot of fun. I actually used my seam ripper. I used Jackie. Yeah, I used Jackie today. So you get to see that. Oh, just got the notification. That's crazy, Gina. Yes, it's crazy. But yeah, so there's a lot of conversation that happened at the beginning. Some of it may sound like repeat, but that's okay. Saturday is National Day here. Super excited. Oh, that'd be cool, Katie. That'd be very cool. Today is National Eat Your Vegetables Day. And if you wanted to know, tomorrow is National Go Fishing Day. And Thursday is National Watch Day. So, is National Watch Day on Thursday. All right, so I'm glad you guys are connecting. I'm glad you guys are connecting. Thank you so much. Oh, update, computer updating. Yes, I can understand that. So July 29th is going to be the next big, huge event, guys, here. So yeah, please pay attention. All right. Do M&Ms count as veggies? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. All right. Well, good night, Chloe. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. And I will see you Thursday night with Kathy from My Hobby Home. And we are going to do yet another sampler block. Oh my gosh, Gina's wearing her Wednesday Addams shirt also. Ah, yay. I love this shirt. So I will see you guys Thursday night for Land That I Love. We're going to do another sampler block for our Land That I Love quilts. And then I will see you guys Sunday night with Mr. Siberian Wind here for Van Gogh night. So be ready for Van Gogh. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for being